Hello and welcome to Two Things Can Be True. It's your boy Rich Quick, the guy Kyle P in the chair. Say what up.
Yeah, what's going on?
We're gonna be talking about Better Call Saul. This is the best spin-off show. Also, the best TV show on right now over everything.
Mm-mm-mm.
Big fan. Breaking Bad considered one of the best TV shows ever made. Uh, this show came out February 8th, 2015. And Saul makes his first appearance in season 2, episode 8 of Breaking Bad.
Right.
Um, Better Call Saul had the second biggest cable television debut at 6.9 million views. Nominated for 39 Emmys. What else do we have here? Stars Bob Odenkirk as Saul Goodman, Jimmy McGill, Kim Wexler, Rhea Seehorn, Jonathan Banks as Mike, Michael Mando as Nacho,
Right.
Giancarlo Esposito as Gus,
Tony Dalton
Rhea
as Lalo.
Seehorn. Um, Something I just found out just looking at some stuff. Bob Odenkirk had a heart attack filming
Oh,
the
really?
last.
Where?
Yeah,
When?
he had a serious heart attack filming the last season of Better Call Saul.
Damn.
Yeah, he was talking about it on Jimmy Kimmel, but yeah, he had a pretty bad heart attack. So he didn't remember anything. He woke up,
Mm-hmm.
people performed CPR on him, and he got better and reshot the show.
Wow. Okay.
You're right, Cal. They getting old, baby. You gotta get these Jones
I
out.
told you, you better,
You gotta
you
get
better,
these Jones
you better,
out.
you better expedite these shows now. Who's next? Somebody else gonna have, you know what I mean, like an episode or something. Like, what's going on? Mike, my man, done told you, my man is not
Oh, look,
no young
remember I
deer,
told you.
no
Remember I
stag.
told you Mike was in Beverly Hills Cop. Well, Giancarlo Esposito was in what's that? The one with Dan Aykroyd. Trading Places.
Oh damn! You mean back with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd trading places?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
he plays
damn.
when he gets locked up. He plays one of the prisoners. He has like a red hat on.
Right.
It's him
Yeah.
too. I saw
Oh,
that.
you know who's in that one? Also, I think no, that was I was gonna say that was Raw. Samuel L. Jackson. My bad.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's wrong.
That's Raw.
Um, I just have some interesting tidbits before we get into it. Season
Right.
1 takes place in real time, 3 weeks. Season 2 takes place in 2003. And the tequila Saul and Kim drinks, the Zafiro, is the
Uh,
same tequila Gus used to poison the cartel in the Don.
huh.
Some interesting tidbits I found.
Right.
Again, I mean, I think this is the best spinoff show ever. Like, I mean,
Definitely, it's definitely one of the the best best well done all around. Like as far as like stories, characters, and storylines, and budget and everything. I think it's really good. It's well rounded.
it stands on its own. Like, I don't even want to call it a spinoff because, I told you how my feeling is. I like this more than Breaking Bad because I feel like this show gives you the best characters from Breaking Bad, Mike, Saul, and the cartel, and Gus.
Mm,
And then he made a whole show about the best parts of Breaking Bad. Like besides, I mean, well, not Walt, but the other parts are pretty boring in Breaking Bad when he's suffering with cancer and him dealing with his wife. But they took the best parts and made a TV show about it. And I just like how they take these guys, these villains, and kind of make them into heroes. Like the guy Nacho. Like you didn't like him at first. You thought he was a pretty bad guy, but now you're kind of rooting for him. Like, dang, like they got us popped. Oh, spoilers! All the way up to season 5. We didn't watch season 6 yet, but they got us popped all. held with a gun to the back of his head, so he got to stay with the cartel. He got to work for Gus. And then he's running around with that maniac Lalo, who I just came up with this. He's the best villain ever in television. Sorry, hands down.
I think Gus is.
Well, hey,
That's so far.
you got two good villains and a good show. I'm more of a Joker fan. He gives off this Joker quality to me. He's charming. You can't take your eyes off him. Like when he's on the screen, he's just chewing up the scenery, and you can just tell everything that comes out of his mouth is just straight bullshit. Everything
Mm.
he's telling you, just like the Joker. Like, you know how I got these scars? Lalo's the same way. Like, but he can handle himself. Yeah. you remember when he dropped down the ceiling from out that check cashing place?
Yeah, I seen that. Hmm.
He just
Yeah,
dropped down the ceiling.
but Giancarlo, I mean, like Gus is just, he's just methodical. Like he's just like he is just like unfazed by like what goes on. He shows his emotion a little bit, but he just his composure is like impeccable. He just gathers himself back and goes right towards solving the problem. He's good. You know what I mean? Methodical.
Yeah,
He come out as a boss. He don't like hide behind nothing. He comes right out. See the little Cadillac Escalade pull up. I mean, pop out the side. You know what I mean? Passenger door. He buttons up his bottom vest. Wham. Walks over. You know what I mean? Straight composure. And just goes straight to business. That's it. It's no joke. He's no joke. So to me,
I can see that.
he is like
He's more of a one note villain to me. Every time Lalo does something, I'm surprised.
mm,
Like I took him kind of just like the muscle, but no, he's really smart. Like he tracked down the Russian guy Ziegler. He really tracked him down. Like, and then he broke into the trap house, and he could tell which drugs was his. No, he really
mm.
smart. Like he
Yeah,
don't
he's
play me
smart.
for a fool. Like
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not.
I thought he was just like
But
the twins, but he's not. Like he's maniacal, yo. Like
what Gus has on his side is because like especially to me is like because of him in Breaking Bad. It's because he surpasses this. So it's automatically known he's going to get over on him. You know what I mean? That's one factor. And
well, that's not a
he's
fact.
no, I mean I'm just saying, but he's just what he been through and what he's willing to deal with is just like all about revenge. And he says it too. He says it to Mike. When Mike was just going down that dark road. Mike is like, Mike was going through the neighborhoods just challenging people, and then he just got, he just wanted to get himself killed basically. And Gus got him nursed back to health, and he was basically breaking it down. He's like, what you really want? He's like, what he want? Basically, is revenge. Remember they were saying his boyfriend, like it was like his best friend got killed. When he was sitting there chopping it up, and you know what I mean? Like, what's my man's name? Salamanca,
Hector.
Hector Salamanca.
Yeah, but
What is his
I think you can put
name? Right
all
there.
the villains. You could put all the villains. They all fall by the same thing: vanity and vain and ego. Because
His is
I
kind of
mean, you could
yeah,
say that
yeah. You're right.
you could say Gus
You're definitely
gets
right.
but he dies like and
He
why does
do.
he die? Because of his ego. He underestimated Walt. Why does Hector Salamanca he underestimates people. All the villains are going down the same. They all getting swallowed up by their
He do.
egos, and
They,
they're the big bravado, and they don't want. You
they
know,
do.
Gus could have let Nacho go, but no, he wants to keep Nacho because his ego, and he wants to get the revenge is eating him up. The same thing with Walt. The revenge
Yeah,
is
that's
eating
true.
him up. They all fall to it, but we
Yeah,
don't know the
all of them.
future
Yeah.
of but Lalo, these Salamancas, man, when they get,
So
they're like a
they
dog with a bone,
they
man. They
are
got,
revenge. They don't have no off.
yeah, they
It
just
is like
the twins, instead of running around, they sitting there walking and shit and getting hit by cars. Nigga, run, stop walking, run.
they like little daredevils. They live without fear, They just go out and get the job done. So I mean, to me, like you're right. the ego at the end gets the best of him because there's just no stopping it. Because even Mike didn't have real a reason for real. He could have just stopped. He had enough money, you know. But
But that ego was knocking at him.
in the end, he didn't really. If you start looking at the story, you just be like, what was he really doing now? You know what I mean? He had enough money to support his granddaughter. You know what I mean? And go down, but he made that little pact with Gus, and so therefore, it's like he belonged to Gus, and he died for it. And just like
I,
Walter,
I actually think Mike died by his code. His code was too strong. He was honest. Like, when he gave when he got the $1 million bag, he just gave it back to the people because it was his word.
but
Remember the first season
he,
when we stole that bag from that
yeah,
couple?
he didn't need
Like his code got him killed.
to,
And Walt being a dummy. But I want to say
to
this:
Walt being a dummy.
who, who would you rather be at? Uh, yeah, that was Walt feeling himself. He had to kill Mike. Man, Mike wasn't gonna say nothing. Who would you rather be at war at? The Salamancas or Gus? I think I'd rather go with Gus. Them Salamancas are crazy.
Well, Gus,
I'm not.
I would
I'm not messing with
Gus
Larry
too.
Bird.
I'd rather go to war with Gus because you can at least you can negotiate to some extent. You know,
Them Salamancas,
Marcus is
they
gonna
crazy.
come after you. You're not gonna survive. But if you go to Gus, at least you can be diplomatic about it because he gonna come. He don't want no problems like that for real, for real. He gonna be like, okay, if you deem, you know what I mean. You got a way out,
Yeah.
maybe.
Did you get up? Did you get up to the season 5 last episode?
I'm kind of, but I'm around
Uh,
like like what you was talking about, like yeah. So I wouldn't a
yeah.
little
Well, you're gonna see why Lalo he tough in that episode. He's like a mercenary. I don't know. Every time he's on screen, he has like a new set of skills. Like, man, like he's a real like he can handle himself. There's no joking around with him. And
mm,
I don't know. He just does it for me. I just gotta say it. Jonathan Dalton. What's his name? Tony Dalton. He was actually in the Hawkeye series. But let's talk about Saul and Kim. Like,
yeah.
it's like Saul is kind of corrupting Kim a little bit.
Well, Kim's gonna die at some point because like
We don't know
never
that.
even mentioned or even
We don't know.
in fucking. Well, to me, that's how I go. Unless Jimmy did it really bad. I mean, but you never seen her in Breaking Bad at all. Period. Not even mentioned. Unless I know of, it could have been mentioned because like how he is. Like the was it Vince Gilligan or whatever. They'll hide shit in there. But I'm just saying, like from my initial walkthrough of that show, I didn't even think or even heard of a Kim with associated with Saul at all. Period.
The, I think. I mean, this show is like they like to subvert your expectations. I think that's the easiest. That's the easiest way to go. It's like, oh, she just died. I just don't know if they're just going to do that for some reason. I just think they might do something different. You know what I mean? I think that's the some sometimes they say the easy explanation is always the correct one, but
Hmm.
I just feel like
There's
they
something
might do
about
something different. Like she may sacrifice her freedom to be a friend of the cartel.
her.
I like how they emphasize on it. Like I can't just see him just. I mean, even watching season 5, that's all I kept thinking about. Like, oh my god, this is the scene she's gonna die. I just kept watching. Like, this is the scene right here.
Mm,
But I don't know. I think they're very clever. They might, she might. You never know. She might go to jail. I think that's the easiest way out, just a death. I don't think they're going to do
I don't
that,
think she's
but they might.
going to jail.
They might.
Man. That don't make sense to me. I mean, I like her character though. Like, she's got. I mean, like to me, she's appealing. I don't know, just the way she is. So,
I mean, 'cause when we could, so I mean, I can give you some previews on season 6. It's getting to the point where the shows are crossing over. Like, oh yeah, I know what's happening. Like they say, season 6 is going to just tie both the shows together. And I saw a couple previews. And, Walt and Jesse is in it. So something that I just don't. I don't know. When we first meet Saul, he seems pretty cold. Like he seemed like a pretty cold guy. Like, you really think Kim just dies?
Personally, I think something happens. I don't think it's Saul's not that cold. Like he can't. I don't think he's gonna like his character and their relationship. There's some type.
I mean, because he really
He didn't
loves
have
her.
an
I just
interaction
think it's
at all through the whole Breaking Bad series. Not at all. And that's not. And he was running.
yeah,
He
but
was still running his practice still. I can understand he was undercover or something like that, working at that Cinnabon place. I can understand that, but it wasn't like that. Yeah, nothing
yeah, but they show no
at all.
personal moments of Better Call. I mean, of Saul and Breaking. There's no. You only see him at work.
That's kind of true. That's
So
kind of true. So you
I
could
mean, I
squirrel
don't
that in
know.
there if you want to. You could do that. That's an
I don't
interesting
know.
play on it.
I think she. I don't think if he's responsible for her death, I don't think he comes out Saul Goodman. I don't think he's because he seems like a pretty normal guy. He just likes money, but I think he loves Kim so much. I don't think he can be
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
cause
saying.
of
Like
her
he couldn't
death.
like you would not see her at all. That doesn't make sense to me at all. Nothing, no reference, no anything. You know, it would have had
Yeah,
like she
I mean,
died or something to me. But again, like they can squirrel that in there if they wanted to. It's easy. They can do that. But to me, like in Breaking Bad, it was just a whole. You know, it would have had to come in there, come into play somehow. I
yeah,
think she might have, and then she almost died in that one part when she crashed the car. Like she was doing stuff from Mesa Verde, and she just got so overworked that she didn't sleep. And when she went to go close on the deal, and she crashed the car, I thought she was dead. Then I thought, oh shit, yeah, that's it for her. That's what happened. But no, she actually survived, and she had a cast on her leg, and she was just going through
no, but you know what I'm
stuff.
saying? She's alive, so close to Breaking Bad starting. Like it's within weeks of each other. I just can't imagine him being the cause of her death and just being cool with it afterwards. Because the shows are intertwining now. He's building that new art. He's about to be Saul. Like
Well,
you know, remember Tracy? Hmm?
yeah, I said once we see the whole thing from start to finish, then we'll. I mean, like we seen start. I mean, like all the way to the finish. Then we'll know more so what
Yeah.
what's cooking on that end. That's my most like to me. That's the most like everything else seems to tie in like everything else like his
Uh,
you know.
who do you
But
think makes it out? Do you think? All right. So we know does Kim. We know Mike makes it out. Does Nacho, Kim, Lalo, and we know Gus makes it out.
well, you
Out of
never know.
Kim, Nacho, and who did I just say? Kim, Nacho, and Lalo. You think any of them make it out?
I don't think Lalo's gonna make it out. Personally, if Kim makes it out, the only way I think it is because it's like some type of witness protection program. Otherwise, if there's nothing like that going on, she's dead. Um,
I
Nacho,
think Nacho makes it out.
I,
That's my pick.
I don't know. I say Jesse already made it out. I don't think Nacho gets a pass. Something's gonna happen.
I mean, make it to Breaking Bad, not make it out. Out.
I don't know.
Because you know they're not around in Breaking Bad. Yeah, they all. Yeah, I don't think none of them are
I
gonna get
think
it.
I don't think he makes it. I don't think he makes it. I think he sacrifices himself finally for his father, for real. He just catches it back.
Man, that's I can't wait to see what goes on with the Nacho story. See what I'm saying? They turn like a bad guy into like the antagonist. Like I'm rooting for him. Like I
Mm,
can't wait to see. Like man, I don't want to see him die and then his dad die. Like, but that death may be his only way out of there. Like if he dies, they're not gonna kill his dad,
possible.
or they might because his dad looked like he a snitch. So. His dad
Yeah,
was tripping
yeah,
when Hector
definitely.
walked in there like, "Yo,
Yeah, for
dad,
sure.
let
He
me
was
take that
something.
bread, dad."
Oh, he's not taking that. He like when he was getting that offer that he'll retire. He knew it was his son, and he came all the way over to his house and told him about that and threw the money at him. Man, he like his hat down and shit. Like,
Yeah,
I know it was you. Basically, he was saying, I would never, ever. I said, damn. So yeah, you definitely tell him, no doubt.
and oh yeah, kudos for the show for tying things into Breaking Bad. We found out how Hector got the bell. He got it from
Mm.
Lalo. Uh, just that even the tequila I mentioned earlier. They tie that in. There's the guy who gets killed by the ATM is an enforcer in this series. He has all his weight back. He's not a junkie.
Mm,
Even the set locations. The nail salon is located on the same street as Gail's apartment. That's another fact.
okay.
So I just like how consistent they are with their
Yeah,
mythology.
they take a lot of care with their work, and that goes a long way. You know what I mean? Tying stuff in, loose ends. If you want to look a little bit deeper, you can find some substance there. It works good. I mean, like it's just not like a run of the mill series and doesn't have any depth or anything like that. You know, so
And
bravo.
some minor mentions of we find out where you know you kind of find out who Jimmy really is in this series. He really was like a con man who became a lawyer because of his brother. He had his brother kind of committed suicide because of him.
Yeah, something
Uh,
like that.
and actually, the guy I dislike out of all the characters that we have, even more than the villains, is that guy Howard. Man, that guy is.
Prick.
I don't know, man. He's like a punchable face. Like that's somebody I would just like punch in the face in real life. Like I
Mhm.
don't know, just something about the way he talked to people, the way his head movements, and it's all very robotic. My name is Howard. Howard. Well, I don't know. He's not a guy I can root for. He's one of the worst characters ever.
Mhm.
Any highlights you want to touch on before we get out of here?
No, I think we covered most of the bases. Like, for now anyway. I think we should revisit this once everything is all said and done.
Yeah. So again, I give this the highest of marks, 10 out of 10.
Yes.
The last show that even comes close to this that was on TV was like Game of Thrones.
Yep.
Not even the last season of Game of Thrones, the season before that. But
Right.
yeah, it's not many television shows that reaches this like crescendo of like I hate when I hear shows in this last season because I could go for more seasons of Better Call Saul, but you always leave the crowd wanting more. Um, and that's it. Kyle, let them know where they can find us at, bro.
You can find us on wherever you listen to your podcasts at, and YouTube, also on Facebook. Not too much on the other things except for Tumblr. So check us out there.
All right, it's your boy Rich Q. I'm out of here. Peace.
Peace.